think we should play good.
Do I look at the camera or do I look at you?
Look at me.
That's the question.
Oh my god, you're one of those interviewers that I hate. Because it's like stupid questions.
I feel okay going to Worlds. No, I was joking. I feel very bad going to Worlds.
Terrible, terrible.
What is the difference for you about going to this Worlds and previous one?
The previous one were in China and this one in Iceland.
So what's different about that?
The different location.
My expectations were a bit higher than what we achieved.
Let's go, guys. Enjoy feeling, but come back. It's a cool thing. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go!
I would have expected to make finals again. That's not to say that we took spring finals for granted and it's an easy task, but I felt like our form going into playoffs was pretty good, so I expected to kind of make finals again, but yeah, that did not happen.
Niski now on the backside, Fnatic collapsing as a unit. It's going to be a bloodbath. Larson has to run for the hills, but no one else will survive. Fnatic obliterating Rogue in the last few exchanges. It's absolute dominance.
I think during the Mad and Fnatic series, the vibes were already like that we weren't ready to play as a team. I felt that we had better individual players at some point, but they just had a better team cohesion throughout the whole game. If we would get ahead by 5k gold, 10k gold, I think maybe it wouldn't matter because they were just better as a team.
We just didn't show anything particular that we used to show back in the day, so we're just not us, and that was just sad to see, probably.
I just feel like we kind of focused and put emphasis on the wrong things throughout the regular season, and we didn't really fix our core issues. Yeah, it's just a result of bad practice for the whole year long, and I feel like it's kind of like deserved to get stomped like that when we didn't really address the issues that we needed to address.
Not much we can do about it. At least we got 2 worlds, so that's pretty nice.
After playoffs, we have to address many of the issues that we have, many of the weaknesses that we have as a team, and not only in-game but as well outside of the game.
I feel like all of us have a pretty good idea on what we need to do, but there are times where we don't really agree on something fast in game, and I feel like that's kind of like what's been hindering us for the whole year. Now I feel like everyone's kind of putting emphasis on this, and people are a lot more willing to just trust each other and accept someone else's idea as being a good idea instead of trying to fight for his own idea in the games.
We're improving a lot on having more structure in games since playoffs, doing more plays together and being more decisive, especially decisive because, yeah, I mean, in playoffs the big issue was that we were not decisive, and it was kind of not us. I think we can do way better in groups because I believe we can win.
We try and practice to get to the point where we actually will be satisfied with what we're doing, and right now it's looking quite promising, I would say.
I feel like right now we are finally on the good way. I feel like we are actually agreeing to something similar altogether. It's just looking promising right now.
I think just the whole vibe around Worlds is cool. The scrims and everything, and having all the good players, finding them in solo queue and all of this stuff is just a different kind of motivation, a different level of practice that you get that you don't really find when you're not at the Worlds.
This competitiveness is just right here, so I can imagine for the players to just have all these amazing players in solo queue and then get to play with them and then scrim against them. So I think it is a very special atmosphere at this level. So just the level of competition is higher, and then at the same time you feel more like, okay, I want to compete. I want to compete against the best and see how I can position myself.
I like to play against the teams that you don't play the whole year, so like Asian teams basically.
It helps to see like, yeah, how many people are out there like that are similar to me or like same in the way that they practice the same way, they try hard the same way, and yeah, they get to play on the best stage, and yeah, I got to be here with them, so that's nice.
Everyone is, I mean, myself included, just feels so hyped. This is such a big event. This is the opportunity to make yourself improve the most, and it always happened for myself that I improve really a lot during that time.
World Championships in 2017.
I think the difference is that I'm more of a veteran and I've been seen quite a long time, I would say, 4 years or something. I could take this chance of, meanwhile having so much experience, to maybe go further than I was in 2017. I think I could do it because I'm a better player now.
H2K, Madison Square Garden!
After this whole time where I haven't been here, it's really exciting to play against Chinese, Korean and NA teams, just because I feel like the level of competition is something that I don't find in EU, and now being in this environment is just different kind of motivation, and also playing against better players is better for me to get better. I have something to prove, because last time when I was at Worlds I had a really good performance and we made it far, and now that I'm back here I don't want it to seem like it was just a fluke.
Yeah, this time we have one of the same group, a very hard group, and I want to try my best to show that I can do good things like I did in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that we got a bad group and that we could have had like an easier group with more accessible opponents. But at the end of the day, we're just kind of like here to compete, you know. Even if you win or lose, it's just like important to play well, you know. And if you play well enough, then you're just gonna get good results and maybe make it out, you know. So I feel like, yeah, you've been dealt a bad hand, but that doesn't mean that you can't put on a good showing.
Well, I mean, we're underdogs, so that's quite nice.
Us as player, maybe we could have this feeling like there's nothing to lose, and maybe enemy would feel more pressure to like beat us. Because if they would feel more pressure to beat us and we are actually showing them that we are strong and we have nothing to lose, who knows, maybe we can win some games and maybe get out of groups.
Many people doesn't give us a chance because we are in this very hard group, which is, I think is obvious.
We shouldn't have a chance at going out of groups if you look at our players' performance and other teams in our group. But we can definitely make it out. I think the players' performance we had was very fake. We can play way better.
But I think we have learned already from last year how to approach this group. So the only thing that matters is how we can improve together as a team. This has been the main obstacle in our whole year, that we care a bit too much about what fans or what the public eye is saying about us, and don't care, like, yeah, sure, we play against FPX, bad Chinese team. It doesn't matter. I think focusing on these things, it doesn't matter that people don't give us a chance. So I think it would be a good story if we get out of groups, and then we've been coming through so many different obstacles, and for me this is already amazing. So it will create a very good storyline.